person in his life, there's always a nisyonot, tests in a person's life, right? And one of those tests, he writes over here, the Mesilat Yesharim says, Shehu musam be'emet betoch ha'melchama chazaka. We're in a war. We're in a war. This is the Mesilat Yesharim saying it. In the first paragraph, he says, you are placed in a melchama chazaka, in a strong war. War against who? You're fighting a war against the Yetzer Hara. Let me explain to you something. Everybody has the Yetzer Hara in him. Everybody. Everybody has Yetzer Hara. There's no such thing as a guy doesn't have Yetzer Hara. Everybody has Yetzer Hara. So now our job in life is to conquer it. One of the ways is by learning Torah. If you learn, I'm telling you, I give you my advice. If you sit and you steig more and more, learning, you get into it more and more. And I want to tell you something. The more hours you go straight, the more you're going to defeat the Yetzer Hara. You come out, you feel high. You feel like I'm on the next level. Spiritual high, yeah? I know what you're thinking, but no, spiritual high, yeah? I know you're thinking. Spiritual high. You get in a spiritual high. That's by what? By you. The more hours you spend, let's say you sit down. Let's say you sit down 1 hour. Wow, you get a very, very spiritual high. You sit down 2 hours. Woo! You're 3. Wow, you're hitting levels. You hit 4 hours, 5 hours, you're in the next level spiritual high. And you'll see you pray. And then after that, imagine you pray Minha right after, or you pray Adbid right after. It'll be a different level. But we are in a war against the Yetzer Hara. The Gemara says, the Yetzer Hara is like a fly. What does it mean like a fly? You ever sit and eat, and a fly came to you? What do? You go like this. You kiss it. You kiss it. Now what do you do when you kiss it? What do you do when you kiss it?
Go back to where you were going.
Yeah, I know. And what does the fly do? Comes back. Exactly. So the fly comes back, you go like this. The fly comes back, you go like this. Until you whack it, it dies, right? But until then, and it's very hard. Like that, honey, give me that fly swap, give me that. And you try, boom, you miss. Oh, boom. Oh, your kids are watching. Boom. Oh, and then the little kid says, let me try it. And then he says, forget it, right? And then they put down, also the fly comes back again. You ever see that? The fly comes back again. Oh, Dad came back. Dad, what are we going to do? Dad came back. That's Yetzer Hara. That's Yetzer Hara. Your whole life, I won. I came to shul today. I'm so happy. I'm psyched. I can't, you're calling your friends. You understand? Today I had such a good learning. I woke up 6:30, 7 o'clock. I learned Rabbi Palacci. Then I prayed. Then I learned again after Shahid. We learned Musar. And you're feeling high. You're feeling great, spiritual high. What happens the next day? Oh man, I couldn't wake up today. What happened? Because it's another war. You think it's the same? You think the Yetzer Hara is true or not true? 100%. It's a war. It's a war. It's literally a war. Don't let it get to your head, but it's a war. It really is a war. And you fight and never give up. Never ever give up, because you will succeed. You will succeed. And eventually it'll become a regilut. You do it so many times, day out, day in, day out. Now you cannot miss. I have guys that I know. Mikey, I'm speaking about you here now. Mikey, I remember him, Mikey. I remember Mikey. No joke, this guy, I remember him. He came in, he tells me, I'm only coming once a week, he tells me. I'm only coming once a week. So why? So I can only come to Shahid once a week. After many years, this Mike, this is the Mike that you see every single morning when you open up, he opens up the lights over here in the shul. Right? So what happens is he started the first time he came once a week. That's it. He tells me I'm coming once a week. Okay. All of a sudden, a month later, I'm coming twice a week. Okay. All of a sudden, 3 months later, I'm coming 3 times. Okay. All of a sudden, I'm going to come every day. Okay. All of a sudden, he's the first one in the minyan now. But what happened? He became so used to it. Now, this guy cannot be second. It drives him crazy if he's second in the minyan. That's how crazy he gets. He called me up one time. Why is the lights in the shul open? I'm supposed to open the shul. Who's there? This, that. I said, Mike, I'm here first today. I gotta have it. But what? This is a guy who was, through time, when you do it day in, day out, you conquer it. Now you conquer it, you own it. Now you own it. What does he say? I do? Okay, we gotta fight something else now. We'll get a different fight. Now all of a sudden he comes home, a person comes home, all of a sudden dinner's not ready, is he going to get angry? He's not going to get angry. This, that. Now it's the anger test. Everybody has tests. Now it's the anger. So you conquered that test. Okay, we'll do the anger test. Oh, anger test you pass? Okay, fine, we'll do the patience test. You understand? So you're always in that battle of what? Of fighting the Yetzer. It's all the tests. And it could be also, a lot of distractions. People have distractions in their life. right? Distractions could be of money, or distractions could be of no money. You understand what I'm trying to say? Distractions you can have with money, distractions you can have also with no money. Both are distracting, right? Well, he explains how only if a person's poor, mitzad echad, it's a test. A person's poor, it's a test. So all the time he's thinking about money. I need money. Which he does. He needs money. He's poor. He doesn't know what to do. But of course, that's a test. Is he going to have bidachon in Hashem? Is he going to have trust in Hashem? Is he going to have emunah in Hashem? That Hashem going to take care of him? Yes or no? Yes or no? Back and forth a million times. You know what kind of a test that is? It's a very big test to be hashram a poor person. It's a very big test. But he's going to get rewarded for passing that test, right? Or Hashem mitzad echad, wealth. You know what kind of test wealth is? You know how hard it is to pass the guy's wealthy. All of a sudden now he can get to his head. Now before he used to say hello. Now is he going to say hello to you or no? Who are you now? What are you talking about? You know who I am? You know who I am? You know what I'm saying? Oh, how you doing? No. My name is, hey, don't talk to me. Gava. It could be. That's a test. Or it's a lot of distraction. You're so wealthy, you know how to spend it now. Guy's going private jet. It gets crazy. It gets out of hand. Vacation every 2 days. It gets crazy. A wealthy man, it's a test also. So what is he going to do with his money? What is he going to do with money? It's very hard, by the way, to manage money if you think about it. It's very hard to manage money. You have a lot of money. How you manage? People are thinking, oh, don't worry, give me the money, I'll manage it well. No. It's very, very difficult to manage money. You think it's easy, but then you get it. Oh my goodness, what am I going to do with all this money? Now, you have to manage it well. And not only that, that's tzedakot. You're a treasurer of Hashem now. Now what happens? People are going to come to you. Donation. How are you going to act? Leave me alone! Oh no. Everybody come, sit down, give you a check. There's a man in our community. After he finishes prayers and his learnings in the morning, he sits there, he has his checkbook open, and he writes checks. Anybody comes in, he has a line every single day in our community. Every single day, he writes checks out to organizations, people, whatever it is. He has a line every day. He finishes learning. This is the time he finishes learning. He has a line every day, and he deals with every single person that he is every person out. He gives them a minute, 2 minutes. You have 1 minute, 2 minutes. What do you have? You have a line. What do you need? Oh, I have da. Okay, no problem. Next. No problem. Next. Yeah. It's true. He's passing the test very nicely. That's great. He's doing great things. He's doing tremendous things. Think about it. Could you do that? If you had all that wealth, would you be able to do that? Sit there, write checks to every single person, hear them out? Would you be able to? It's not easy. Oh, is he real? Is he not real? Maybe he's catching, maybe he's not. A million things comes into your mind. A million things. How much should I give? What should I give? Da. It's a test. You're going to pass it, you're not going to pass it. And then he goes on. He says, let's say a guy doesn't have the money. So now maybe he might steal now. A guy doesn't have money, he might steal. A poor man, he might, this, that. He might not steal, physically go like that. But he'll do things, shtick, this, that. You never know. Let's say everything is going well for the guy. Everything is good. He has no problems in his life. At this point of his life, there's no problems. That's a test. Because now, he has every minute, all the time, to have a yeshuv adat. He has a complexity. He has his mind that's yeshuv. He has everything going for him in his life. That's a test. Now, what is he going to do with that time? Everything is good. You're healthy. You have what to eat. You have a lot of parnasa. You have a family. You have wife. You have everything. Now, how are you gonna serve Hashem now? Or are you gonna just chill, just relax? I'm chilled. I'm relaxed. Or yisurim. Or if a person's physically suffering, how's he gonna act? First, something happens to them. Oh, why are you doing this? Oh, why is this happening? Oh, whoa. God is very, very, very merciful, Hashem. And don't ever speak to HaKadosh Baruch Hu like that, because He loves you more than you love yourself. You love yourself. He loves you more than you love yourself. He knows more what's for you than what you know for yourself. Just know that. Now, until the war is like almost undefeatable. If you will be a warrior, you will leave this world and go into, of course, the eternal world after 120, sitting next to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. You'll sit and you'll enjoy the fact that you passed your challenges in this world. You will sit after 120. You will sit with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, knowing what you did. Wow! Finally, it's all over. But if you think about it, it's 120 years. It might feel long, but it's nothing compared to eternity. Think about it right now. Avraham Avinu. How many years ago did he pass away? Moshe Rabbeinu. How many years ago did Avraham Avinu pass away? Moshe Rabbeinu. How long ago did he pass away? Thousands of years, right? What do you think he's doing in Shemaim now? He's having hana'ah from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. That's what he's doing. Whether it be anything, learning, of course, everything. He's having hana'ah, the pleasure that Moshe Rabbeinu is getting right now from the Ziv Shekhinah. You cannot fathom. You don't understand that you cannot fathom the pleasure. You cannot fathom it. It's the waiting room, like we say, the waiting room of the Gan Eden outside is so great. You can't fathom the pleasure. It's wild. And how many years is Moshe Rabbeinu there? Thousands of years, right? At least over 3,000, right? We got the torah. So over 3,000 years, Moshe Rabbeinu is there. And how many years did Moshe Rabbeinu live? How many years? 120. So Moshe Rabbeinu lived 120 years, and with that 120 years, how the 3,000 over 3,000 years is in Gan Eden. Compare what's 120 years compared to over 3,000 years in Gan Eden. All right, about 3,000 years. How many? What is that? It's nothing. Imagine a person would tell you, okay, fine, give me $1, and I'll give you $1 million forever. I'll give you $1 million, but it's very hard. Give me $1 million. You have $1 million. Give me $1 million. I'll give you $100 million forever, but you have to wait in 120 years. Would you do it or no? Would you do it or no? And you know you live forever. A guy tells you, oh, what do you have, 10 million in your bank? That's my savings. Only 10 million? Oh, very good. Give me all $10 million, and forever, I'll give you, every single day, I'll give you 100 million, but you have to wait 120 years. You would do it. This world is 120 years. This world's 120 years. You make the best out of your world here. You make the best out of your world here. See how the Yetzirah is playing, making all noise in the background, because he knows this is a thing. He makes noise, this, that. I know, but you take this world here and you ace it. You give it all you got. You give it your full 120 years with your full koach over here. Then after 120, you'll be rewarded with all that koach. You'll get everything there. Whatever you thought you missed out on, you'll get everything there. Somebody was telling me this morning that he had a crazy, amazing steak. And the steak was, yesterday, I never heard this in my life. Yesterday I heard that there was steak coated with gold or something. I never heard of that in my life. But today I heard something else. It was something magnificent. He's talking about his steak. You don't understand. He had it 5 years ago. And he's like, Rabbi, you understand? I tasted this steak. It was 5 years ago. And he's like trying to remember which one. It was unbelievable. It closed down. Whatever it was in some place in I don't know, some crazy place, he tells me. 5 years ago he tasted it. And he's still saying, you don't understand what it tastes like. He remembers. Imagine. Now, imagine Gan Eden. This is 5 years speaking about the steak. Imagine the pleasure of Gan Eden. And what is Hashem saying? Hashem saying, don't worry. I'll give it to you then. I'll give it you everything that you think that you're missing out on, that you think, because everything is hevel, shtuyot. Whatever you think of pleasure that you're missing out on, you think you're missing out, I'll give you everything then. 1,000,000 times more. And you'll see that I'm right. Wow, Rabbi Palacci, you were wrong, because it was much more than what you thought. Because you have to think it's much, much greater, much, much greater. Whatever pleasure you can think of, that's going to be. So what does Hashem say? You're living 120 years. Live an amazing life. You'll enjoy this world and the next. But what do? You got to work hard. You got to pass the tests. The tests are not going to stop. It's going to come, and 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 you have to pass, 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 and you have to pass. What happened to Havetz Haim? What happened to Havetz Haim when he was finishing the Mishnah Berurah? something very tragic. One of his family members passed away when he was finishing the Mishnah Berurah, and he stood up and he said, I know the Yetzer Hara is trying to stop it. He's trying to make me feel down. He's trying to do this. I know the Yetzer Hara is trying to stop it. Yetzer Hara will always try to stop you from doing good things. You have to know that. People put you down. Why are you opening that? Why are you doing this? Why are you learning? Why are you this? Why? Leave me alone. You know. Every time you try, things going to come up, and you have to understand. You have to be strong, and you have to be. You have to be determined. You have to have self-discipline. You have to make sure you have that self-discipline, and like that, you'll enjoy this world, and then you'll see after 120, the reward that you'll get will be tremendous.